Prefixes and suffixes in action. Number 2. Learning English through pictures. Firstly, here's our contents. And today we are doing these words from kilo, milli, macro, micro, mal, mega, mid, mis, mono, uni, multi, neo, and non. Let's just do this. First of all, our first prefix is kilo and milli. These are opposites of each other. Both of them are related to 1,000, but kilo is 1,000 times bigger, so you multiply by 1,000, whereas milli is 1,000 times smaller. Let's look at this in a real life example. Milligrams and kilograms and kilometers, millimeters, that kind of stuff. I've determined to get my weight down by doing some exercise. I've run 10 kilometers this afternoon. It's amazing. I've lost 3 kilograms. You're reading the scale wrong. You lost 3 milligrams. Oh, come on. Wonder what his weight really is like. But then again, if he does that for several days, he'll be fine. I did it too. And then I didn't do it for a while. And I'm back to square one. Alright, next up we have macro and micro. These are, again, opposites of each other. Macro basically means it's using lots, like a big stuff, whereas micro is like small stuff. The microorganisms we wish to look at today are difficult to see because they are so small. That is why we use a microscope. Looks like this professor is doing a little lecture. Either they're on a field trip or they're in the classroom lab. This special camera can take a photograph of what the microscope reveals and project it on the screen. Yes, macro photography is a very powerful tool. Yeah, while all the kids are like shocked and scared, the teachers are like, yeah, this is normal. Yeah, you're gonna see this all the time. Alright, next up we have mal. Mal as in malicious, malefactor, malfunctioning, that kind of stuff. Mal in here basically means bad or wrong or in the sense of like evil. Usually people use this in the sense of like imperfect or something's defective, like something's malfunctioning or something's not happening or something's just not right. That's the thing about mal. As I already stated the words earlier, so we're just gonna have to go straight to the comic. When a malefactor does something wrong, we should always try to understand their point of view. Why is she attacking chickens is my question. What did they do to her? It does not mean he or she is being deliberately malicious. What do you mean he or she? It's obviously she. Now that their feathers are all gone, why is she attacking the barn? The person may just be maladjusted in some way. I think it says the reality is malfunctioning. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen to him now, so. Alright, next up we have mega. Mega is a super, it's a very popular word. It's very popular prefix nowadays. Like you add mega to like something like megacorp or let's say mega prefix. Technically pre is already a prefix, but it kind of works. Or megabucks and megabytes, you know it's gonna happen. Megabytes, so they're pretty small nowadays. Sure, they're still gigantic, but compare them to terabytes and the soon to come petabytes, then, well, megabytes are pretty small. Alright, here we go. We just paid megabucks for a computer with nearly limitless memory. Why did she never hear of it before? It can store countless megabytes of information. The only problem is, it's so megalithic we don't have a big enough storage space for the computer. Yeah, the computer's doomed, but if they can at least download 1 million Half-Life 2s, well then you're set. Alright, next up we have midsummer. It looks like the witches are back. Now, first of all, here we have mid, and as the name suggests, it just means you're in the middle of something, like in the in between one thing and the other thing, the middle part of something. Unfortunately, I have to use the prefix in the definition here because there's no replacement for the word middle. I could say in between, but then you don't have to be in the middle to be in the in-between. I love it when we girls get together for our midsummer party. I can't believe we are already midway through the year. We better hurry. It's almost midnight. Not so fast. The last thing we want is a mid-air collision. Wonder what the cat and the owl is doing here. The owl can fly by himself though. Unless this is Harry Potter. Wait a minute, even Harry Potter hours can fly by themselves. Next up, we have mistrust. Now, mistrust, as in the sense of miss. Now here, miss basically means like a wrong or bad or erroneous. That's the thing. It's wrong, it's bad, and it's erroneous. It's just terrible. I mistrust my husband's competency whenever he says he'll do jobs around the house. Don't misunderstand, he means well, but his efforts always seem to misfire. Let's hope he hasn't made any mistakes decorating the spare bedroom. That's funny. Where's he gone? I think he tried to do this. Let me explain it to you. You're supposed to go ahead and... You can't see this color. You're supposed to go ahead and stick a wallpaper onto the wall by being outside, like into the wall, and then you paste it like this. Well, I think he did this. He's here and he's like, hey, I'm pasting it. Wait a minute. How am I going to get out? He's stupid. He should be sent to failure management. Okay, no, not the time. Next up, we have mono. Let's try this again. We have mono and uni. Now, mono and uni both mean one or single, both of them, right? Like unicycle, monotomous, that kind of stuff. Every year, we seem to get more unicycle riders in our annual parade. Yes, it's getting a little monotonous. Of course, it takes great skill to master a unicycle, but it might be interesting if such skills were unique. No one's looking at them anymore, alright? This is starting to become boring, unless for the little kids who are seeing this for the very first time. Next up, we have multi. Now, multi basically means several, like many, much, or more than one. Little Ellie here can speak several languages, is a national chess champion, and plays the violin brilliantly. Okay, I can do that. I'm not a national chess champion, but I am a national block style building champion. She certainly is multifaceted, and she has a multitude of admirers. Unfortunately, she knows it. Yeah, I don't know where she got this attitude from, but it's definitely not going to help her in real life. Then again, this is real life. Next up, we have Neo. Now, Neo means new or recent. Today, I want you all to try to paint something in the neo-impressionist style. Oh, Syrah. Very good, Dorothy. I like your subtle brushwork. Excellent, Daisy. Your control of color is masterful. Oh dear, James. I think that's more Neolithic than neo-impressionist. I feel like this guy is like a Neanderthal that's displaced from time. Next up, we have non. Now, non basically means not or opposite of something. Now, when it's the not or opposite of something, well, that's when you use non, like non-conscious. I suppose that's when you use unconscious. And then you have a nonsense, or non-productive, or non-visionary. Like you don't have any vision, like any ideas of the future, that kind of stuff. Well, that was a very non-productive meeting in my opinion. It's obvious that replacing tonight's concert at the last minute with a children's talent show is a complete non-starter. Predicting that Silence will turn up is utter nonsense. You'll see, the whole evening will be a non-event, and there are literally thousands and thousands of kids at the start, at the line, for heaven's sake. They're all here, and the kid, and then the boss is like, wait a minute, what the? I didn't think this many kids would come. And that's it. These are the next 10 words, and until next time, Shihana, peace. Bye-bye.